Yeah, I've been to a nudist beach and it's 90% cock. So her getting her tits out did that beach a favour.
I've been trolling Reddit for these Am I the Arsehole posts, which are a guilty pleasure of mine on TikTok. So I found a few controversial ones, and I'd
All
love to
right,
know you guys' opinion.
go for it.
Okay, ready?
Am I the arsehole for going topless at a nude beach in front of friends? I was invited to a 3-day vacation with my 3 girlfriends and their husbands, plus 2 of the husband's single guy friends. On the last day, we were exploring the city and came upon a beach. It looked nice and fun, so we hung out there for a while before stumbling on an adults only nude section of it. There weren't many people overall, but I did see a few other women in the distance without tops on, so I felt it was clear to take mine off as well. It was great. Nobody else joined me though. We all continued to talk and joke in a circle for a while, and I thought we were all having a really fun time. Then one of my friends said she felt sick, so we left abruptly and early. And our conversation on the way back was basically uncomfortably silent with the expectation of low talking that I wasn't a part of. Some of the guys are goofing around. Later that night, in the main room, I find myself avoided by almost everyone until I'm confronted like it's an intervention by the 3 girls about how it was inappropriate for me to expose myself in front of their husbands.
I don't see what would be wrong with that.
No, I mean,
They
I'm
said-
really confused.
If that's what the beach is there for, and you go there, what do you expect? Like, if you don't trust your husband to see your friend naked,
Yeah.
that's on you, really.
Just maybe she feels a bit left out with, being a bit of a gooseberry.
Imagine
Although
being
she,
annoyed at your friend for giving your husband a boner. Like,
well, I mean,
Exactly.
really, why were they looking? Be annoyed with them. Let her go and do her thing. She's gonna go and be topless. Eyes this way, please.
No, you can't. You can't.
And
You can't
then-
say that. I don't think you could tell them. Right, you can't be told by anyone, including
no,
your
but
wife
if
or
I-
girlfriend, you can't look at somebody else's tits.
No, but out of courtesy, I wouldn't look.
No, you
if
wouldn't.
I went
You
on
wouldn't be.
holiday-
You wouldn't be
if-
obvious.
If you went with your kids and you just suddenly
Yeah.
start going topless in front of their kids, yeah, that would be a different sort of thing. In front of a fully grown adult, like, can't.
What's the difference? Why, if the guys got their tops off, was there a problem?
I want to know what size we're talking of, because I think that would make a massive difference if
Wait, what is that bigger?
If-
That'd be massive. Like when you
Meeting
get, like when you get your cock out and yours is the smallest of a group of friends, you kind of feel a bit like,
How
You're
dare
gonna be
you
annoyed,
get
aren't
my
you?
husband to stop looking at your hunk of a donkers, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
a
no, they
stupid
shouldn't be looking.
conversation.
Yeah, they shouldn't even be. It shouldn't even be a problem. They'd be like, oh, she's gone over there. Okay, well, yeah, how are you doing? They should be, liaising.
then if they were on a
what's
nudist beach,
cool
they would
or-
see
you're on a nudist beach.
wild
You go
titties
to a
anyway.
nudist beach. What,
I mean, she didn't get a minge out. I mean,
if you, it's like if you can't trust your husband seeing people naked, let alone your friend, whichever, then don't take him to a nudist beach.
I think if you go to a nudist beach and you're fully clothed, I think you instantly look like a creep.
yeah, I've been to a nudist beach and it's 90% cock. So her getting her tits out did that beach a favour. Because if it weren't for her, less people would go to nudist beaches. Because most people go to nudist beaches to feel free. But there are a certain group of people who might go there just to stare at tits. So,
Or tan lines. that
oh
you don't
yeah,
really
and that,
really
yeah,
cool.
tan lines,
It's-
looking at tits, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take it, say, if you were out with a group of friends
Mhm.
and your missus at a nudist beach, not just like down the pub, and your missus took a top off, how would you feel?
I would not. I wouldn't be comfortable.
It wouldn't bother me.
Well, if it was
And
a,
I
if
can
it was a
get that
partner of mine
coming-
doing that, then I would feel a bit uncomfortable. But at the same time, it's like I can't just like have a leash on somebody like that. If that's the kind of person they are, you ought to know that. Like, if you're going to be married to them in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, I
suppose it's
remember
different.
years ago, and I was still like only just coming out of school. I was seeing a girl for a while, and I was with a group of friends like going to a pub, and she saw a few friends that she hadn't seen for a while, so she went over to go talk to them, all guys. And this other girl who was with us was saying like, "Isn't that your girlfriend?" And it was like, "Well, yeah, like." What about it? It's like, oh, aren't you pissed off about that? I'd be well angry. It's like, why? She's just talking
I
to
think
guys.
it's
Like,
different
it's like,
if
I wouldn't
you're
like
the
it.
partner.
Oh yeah.
But it's her friends that haven't, and she's single.
they're gonna do something actually over the line and start cheating. Then it's like I'd rather know sooner rather than later that they're actually gonna do that.
That
sort
way
of thing.
inclined. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
But then
It's
if
like
it
when
was
you get
me,
really protective guys who don't even let their partners talk to other guys. It's
Yeah.
like, no, just let them be free. Otherwise, you're gonna push them away, like in general anyway.
I wouldn't have just gone, there's some people down there with their tops off and whip my bats out without the general consensus as no one else is doing it. I would feel very uncomfortable standing there, like having an intimate conversation with someone
Yeah.
with my titties out, like if no one else was naked.
No, I mean, I can
Yeah.
imagine the scenario: you're walking down with your girlfriends and all that, and you're at a nudist beach, and you go, "Look, I'm gonna go whack my top off and get my tan line covered up." But then probably going to the side and laying down while they go for a swim. But this scenario I find a bit weird. Just the idea of one of them walking around with their tits out, while the other just like,
And she's not attached to anyone.
yeah.
What do you reckon it got voted for on Reddit? Arsehole or not the arsehole?
I'd say not the arsehole. I reckon.
Reddit would have voted that she's not the arsehole for doing that.
Me too.
Was across the board voted the arsehole.
She was the arsehole.
Yeah.
Fucking
No.
hell.
What?
Why?
See, this is quite a good comment. It says it'd just been amazed at some people's inability to read the room. Like, unless all of her friends are pro actors, it was probably pretty clear how uncomfortable they were. And one of the men were like, "Denny's."
Today's.
There's little mention of the guys actually having any quarrel with it. It's
They
the women
didn't.
that all,
They
like, gather
didn't.
around to have a talk with her.
They had
Oh,
small.
you
They had
know
small
what?
tits.
I was gonna say, like, you see, like, people like all the time how, like, free the nipple and arguing like, why is it okay for men to do it but not okay for women to do
Yeah.
that? And every time you're always just saying like, there is no man stopping you. There is
Yeah.
no man stopping you from doing that. Literally, I went to Bloodstock a few years ago before COVID, and I was the friend Rosie at the time, now identifies Rory. But at the time, they were very free the nipple, essentially. So
Yeah.
they did, exposed, and a lot of guys came over to talk, and a lot of guys wanted selfies with her. And you know exactly why they wanted selfies.
Of course.
Like, it was just... yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of funny, but
Was she happy?
she was having a good time.
That's all
yeah.
that matters. That's
but
all. That's
yeah,
all that matters.
I didn't say a thing.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
just
why.
like, you're watching, you think, yeah, you know exactly what the guys are actually after there, but that's her choice entirely. So
That's what men are like. Women aren't going to go grabbing my nipples. No one's going to give a
But it does happen.
But
It does
men are
happen.
just-
If
men are arseholes. Look at Woodstock. Watch the Woodstock.
yeah, no, it happens. It
thing.
happens.
That's
But
just-
if she
Good example. of
chooses
men.
to do it, then that was her free will to make that choice. She wants to have a bit of fun, get her tits out, and maybe get fondled by. Hey, don't get me wrong. My wife got her tits out, and some bloke grabbed them. I'm going to punch him in the fucking face. But that is her choice to get them out.